Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Today we've got a little revolt against the mall authority. Guy gets kicked out of the mall, trespassing the mall and off the property, and he's refusing to go for a little while. Eventually he does go, but it's kind of funny and sad. It's sad that this is the hill this guy chose to die on. The mall. Do people even go to malls anymore? I don't think they do. Anyway, the legal team's got a day off, so let's enjoy this video by ourselves.
Hey, what's your ID before I go?
Do I need to call Edward?
I just want your ID number.
Edward. So the police are coming out. You can give. They'll give you. They'll give you.
I'm going to step outside then.
Am I allowed? You are.
Okay. Am I allowed to be out in the hall?
No, you're off property. All
the whole
mall
mall?
property. Entire mall, entire parking lot, everything.
Even the park? Then
You're ejected off the mall, sir.
the entire mall
The entire mall.
for asking a question about the check stand?
Yes, and for being rude and threatening towards the customer.
I didn't threaten anybody.
There's plenty of witnesses.
Do you have proof
here.
I threatened someone? I
There's
didn't.
cameras all over the place, sir.
And who did I threaten?
I don't care. I'm not playing. I'm not playing
You
little
don't
kid
care?
games with you, dude.
Well, I'm not sure who you threatened because you didn't show any of that footage before this particular encounter. You started your video right there so as not to show us. That would be my guess.
Okay, before I go, what's your ID number?
I don't have ID number. I'm an illegal alien.
Well, you have an ID badge to identify that you're a security
I
guard?
have a name tag right there.
Quigley, but what's your number?
Huh?
What's your number?
911. We just called it.
You call 911 for me?
Yes.
How is this life-threatening? Man,
Man,
you know I'm not life-threatening anybody.
I'm not sure what kind of day you're having, sir. What triggered all this?
I just wanted to buy that shirt.
You can't buy the
Look.
shirt. You're not 12 years old, sir.
Ouch, that one stung. You're not 12-year-old, sir. No, he's not. He acts more like a 5-year-old instead of a 12-year-old. He's a lot younger. He's a lot younger than he looks, I guess. I don't know.
I shut myself 5 or 6 times.
You're a grown man.
Just wanted to buy this.
They're refusing you service.
All right. So do I have to wait for police?
Or you can just leave the property.
But when the police come, how do I tell them I didn't threaten anyone? I don't know, so they know they're not chasing after me all day.
I don't know. You discuss that with them.
Okay, where should I wait for them if I'm kicked off the entire...
Wherever you want to wait. You just can't be on mall property. You're being ejected from mall property.
But then how would I meet with the police?
I don't know. Call them yourself.
You said you called 911.
I didn't call dispatch. Call.
What was your name again?
My name's Jeremiah,
And what's your position here?
assistant manager.
And you don't have an ID card to show me?
No.
Okay. And I'm being kicked out, why?
You know why?
Hey, give me 6 feet at least.
You can have all the feet you want. Get out there.
But what am I getting kicked out for? Do you know?
You were very disruptive and you were rude to customers.
No, it wasn't. I pointed out a flaw with that sign. I just pointed out a flaw and you guys said, oh, he's disrupting, he's threatening, call the cops. That's ridiculous.
You didn't listen to any explanation on what
Yeah.
happened about that sign.
The sign just said, check stand to be open at all times, right?
At no point did I say call the cops.
But the check
You're
stand
making up
wasn't
your own
open.
stories.
No, you called him to call the
I called the
cops.
police because you won't leave property when you've been ejected.
Yeah.
You've
I
been
am
ejected
leaving.
by Ally Universal.
How fast do I have to
Security.
leave? I'm going.
You have to leave the property.
But do I have to run?
Huh?
Do I have to run? We're
leave
still
the property.
talking.
You're talking. I'm just watching you leave.
Yeah, you're not listening to me.
No, I'm not. At this point, I have nothing to say to you, sir.
All right. This is how you handle talking to adults?
If you were acting like an adult, yes. But
How am I
you're
not?
acting like an adult.
How am I not
You act
acting
like one of
like...
my teenage kids.
Well, the majority of people that watch my videos all have adult children as well, and they remember those terrible twos and all the years that came after that, so we're familiar with dealing with kids, and you're nailing it, buddy.
You can't buy the shirt. They won't want to serve you.
All right,
You have
okay.
to go now.
I'm not running, though,
Okay, you don't have to run.
because I'd like to talk to the cops about this, but
Okay, well, you can speak with them when they get here. Wait for them somewhere else.
you're saying I can't be? It doesn't make sense if I have to leave the whole mall.
Doesn't make sense following a grown man around like this either. Please leave
All
property.
right, okay. I just want to meet with the police. EPD's pretty
You
cool.
know- you know-
EPD's pretty cool.
Okay, well, then go speak with them.
Every time I met with an EPD officer, they've had my back so far.
Okay,
So-
speak about the whole thing.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything wrong, so I'd be glad
The
to.
whole thing's on camera and audio, so
Yeah, but I didn't do
we
anything.
have all that.
But I didn't do anything except ask about the check stand.
I'm sure there's probably more to it than that. They don't call me for nothing.
Trust me, they did.
And maybe they did. If they did, I
Dude,
apologize.
dude.
But I have to do my part. You understand?
Dude, aside from this, can I talk to you in person to person?
Okay, yeah.
they totally that guy who's saying the assistant manager who called you
Yeah.
flipped out for no reason because I was just asking if the check stand should be open for disabilities.
Okay, I just want you to understand.
I'm going.
I have a job to do.
I know.
And
I know you're just doing your job.
Once I work for them, once they say something, I just have to go through with that. You've been completely cool with me.
I'm trying to be cool with them.
But now that we're out of the store, we can speak a little more. But if they refuse the service, they refuse the service. Some people are just jerks.
But also, if you're acting in the official capacity of security, you're supposed to have an ID number, a security guard number.
I'm not going to show you my guard card. You have my name. You can call my boss.
Okay, Mr. Auditor, where'd you get that little bit of information? I guess you're going to produce some kind of evidence that they're required to have an ID badge, like a police badge, in order to kick you out of the mall? I don't think they do. I don't think so. I think you're stupid.
But then you're failing to identify.
I don't have to identify you.
Right. Cops would tell me. The cop would tell me his number.
Well, I'm not a cop. I'm a security guard.
Okay. But dude, you see what's going on. They overreact.
Yeah, I don't take sides of either one. All I know is you're asked to leave the property, so I'm supposed to escort you. Make sure you leave the property. You know, there's camera. You can call the bosses. You can call the mall management. You can call my boss.
Yeah.
And we can work it all out.
Well,
That's fine. That's fine. That happens.
My biggest deal now is I want that shirt, and I waited in line for 10 minutes to buy it.
Yeah. That sucks. And I feel for you.
I mean, think about it. If you waited through that whole line, and then at the front they said they're calling 911 on you.
That's why I said my wife would do all the shopping. I wouldn't have the patience for it, sir. Okay?
It's hard to have patience with him freaking out like that.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I didn't threaten anyone.
I know, you made the people inside the store nervous. I
asked a question about the check.
I had several people say you made them nervous. Are people too sensitive? Was it blown out of proportion? I'm sure it was.
You're dead on, man.
Sure.
And I know you can tell like that I'm not out of control.
No, you're not.
Thank you.
You're not.
At least the guy in there is not being reasonable at all.
It's my job to be in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't take sides. I don't know what kind of day he's having.
But
maybe you're having a bad day. I don't know.
No, I'm not. No.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I literally had other stops to go around town, and that shirt was just like a little thing I wanted to buy.
Yes, honey, my job is pretty tough. I gotta pretend to get along with people so I can escort them out of the door when they're being rude and obnoxious to customers, and I gotta play nice, and I can't smack them, and I can't throw things at them. I can't cuss at them. I gotta be polite even though they're acting like a 3-year-old kid. That's how my day goes, honey. That's my day as a security officer. Yep.
Like this is literally,
Okay.
I didn't even plan on talking to anyone in there.
Okay.
But then when I noticed this check stand has to be open at all times for disabilities, I asked them. They got mad that I pointed out that no one was on it. Then they called you saying I'm threatening people. So,
All right. You have a wonderful day.
Okay.
Wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Well, we probably will, but the only other thing I'd say is if somebody's asking you your guard ID number,
Yeah, I don't have to use my
and you're in the official capacity of a security, you should give them your
I have to
ID.
give it to the police if I have an interaction with them. I don't have to give it to you.
Well, you said my number's 911 and all that.
Look at 911.
And then you said I'm a 12-year-old, and I mean,
Well, that kind of comes from dealing with morons like you every day. I know what your job is. I know what my rights are. I know what the laws are. I've never looked at them, but I know because I've read the Constitution.
that's not professional.
Well, it's because we're acting kind of childish and we're having an argument over a shirt.
No, the argument's over they should have a check stand open for disabilities because the sign above that check stand number 3 says this check stand to be open and
You're
all.
circling back to where you're at before inside the store.
No,
I'm
but-
not going to argue with like he did.
That's why they
I don't
called
have
you.
time for that.
That's why they called
I
you.
understand
It's because I
and you're
pointed out the check
circling right back to that now. I have other stuff to do. I have a lot of stuff going on
Okay,
here.
okay.
I mean,
I just don't know where I stand now if I can even.
You're fine. You're fine. As long as you leave the property, nothing's going to happen. Okay? Everybody
Okay.
cool off, come back on another day. And,
You think I'd be able to come back in later and get the shirt? Maybe if I switch
not
hats?
today.
Not today?
Yeah.
How long should I wait?
Until tomorrow. Come back tomorrow when everybody's cooled off.
What if I put on like a different outfit? They won't even know it's me.
They might not. They might not. It'll be me out here, so.
I'm just trying to buy a shirt, you know.
It's fine. Just go home and come back tomorrow. Everybody's cooled off, okay? Because obviously someone got their
crazy.
feelings hurt or something.
That was crazy.
All right.
I've never
I got
been-
stuff to do, all right?
All right, man. All right, quickly.
Good to see you.
Yep. Well,
Have a good
thanks.
day, brother.
Thanks for at least out here starting to talk to me.
Okay.
Because in there you weren't listening.
Yeah, because I need to get you out of that.
Well, you need to think, do you really need to get me out, or are they blowing their
Yeah.
lid?
This guy has no idea how completely ridiculous he sounds. For one thing, not a single handicapped person in that whole store said anything about that one whatever it was cash register being open for the handicapped. I'm sure they have ways to provide for them if that one isn't open. But this guy's going to take on that cause in the mall while he's trying to buy a shirt. I think he's in there just to be annoying. But anyway,
It doesn't matter.
They blew their lid.
It doesn't matter.
Well, thanks
That's
for
my
listening.
job, right?
Thanks for listening out here.
All right.
But no thanks that you didn't give me your ID number. You're supposed to.
Okay.
You're supposed to. You know you're supposed to ID. Otherwise, how do I know your security? You're supposed to ID. Wow. They said they called 911 because I asked why the check stand for disabilities was shut down. There's a sign above the check stand saying this check stand to be open at all times.
well, that's an easy fix. You could just show us that footage of you talking to them in such a polite manner that got you kicked out of the store. I'm waiting to see it. Oh, it's not here? Oh, okay. Your dog ate your film?
Kicked out of Ross, everybody. I don't have to leave, but I just can't be here, and I could come back at any point, except not today.
Okay, buddy, anything you say. Well, that was the that was the whole deal. Yeah, he didn't want to leave. He wanted to, cause an argument with the security guard over what his job is and all that. Typical old stuff. This guy's an amateur, obviously. The emotional maturity of a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, maybe on a good day. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, y'all have a great day now. Bye.